I'm 2 days into college and I'm 3 lectures behind. There's this guy, let's name him Colin. He says he wants to be mine, but it doesn't really sit with me quite right, cause he doesn't really like the things I like, and I keep accidentally locking myself out of my dorm in the middle of the night. I wake up kinda wired and I wake up kinda cold, and I wake up kinda tired, but I'll just sleep in when I'm old. See, I don't like breaking rules, but don't like doing as I'm told, so I just float around and keep my head down and hope my life unfolds. And everybody's telling me that I'm doing so well. I try to trust them honestly, I find it hard to tell if I need work or I need rest. I try my best, I try my best to tell myself, I say out loud, it's fine, I'll figure it all out. I tend to forget I'm still only quite young. In a way, this life of mine has only just begun. I've got time, I've got time.
Nothing sweeter than my baby. I could walk from the cherry tree. 'Cause my baby is sweet as can be. She gave me 2 days just for kissing me. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark. No grave can hold my body down. I crawl home to her. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark. No grave can hold my body down. I crawl home to her.
I hope you've been saving all of your toilet paper rolls, because I'm about to show you how to make cosplay horns. The rolls make a really nice, sturdy, lightweight base that you can tape together to make any horn shape you desire. Once you've got the base all taped up, you're going to cover them with a thick layer of one of my favorite materials, a foam clay. You can smooth out your horn shape by wetting your fingers and going over it several times, and once it's been drying for 24 hours, you can further smooth it out with a Dremel tool and carve out any shapes you want in the horns. My favorite trick is to then add a layer of liquid rubber latex. This gives the horns a really nice shine, and it also adds a bit of horn-like texture. You can see it kind of has these streaks that makes it much more realistic. Finally, it's time to paint the horns. These ones are going to be for my Dvalin build from Genshin Impact, so I did a blue gradient, making sure to go through with some shading and some highlighting to really make those ridge details pop. You can see that the latex gives them such a nice shine and texture, and they are so lightweight, I guarantee they will not be falling off your head.
Scroll away if you hate garlic. Now that we have 100% viewer retention, here are 5 ways to use garlic. Put heck of garlic into a food processor. Then blend till chunky, not a puree. Add some olive oil to it, and now you've made homemade minced garlic. Garlic confit. Garlic to a baking dish. Fill it up until just covered with olive oil. Hit it with some flexible metal. Now throw this in the oven at 375 degrees for about 40 minutes. Or until the garlic is golden brown and squishy. Kinda like you. Number 3, fermented honey garlic when you're feeling sick. Lightly bruise, not crush, your garlic cloves. Throw in all of your bruised garlic. Now fill it with honey until it's covered. I like to leave a lot of airspace so that the gases can escape. Let this ferment for 1 month, turning it every once in a while. It'll keep for 12 months, just store in a cool and dry place. Number 4, remember that minced garlic we made earlier? Add olive oil to it, and now we're gonna make it into a puree. Now you got puree so that you can use in any recipe. Now lastly, use the oil from our confit to cook some eggs. Send this video to somebody you know because you are a good friend. All right, my garlicky babies?
So I thought that if I had something good and all my bad, that I could cancel out the darkness I inherited from dad. No, I am no longer funny, 'cause I'm
miss the way you laugh. You once called me forever, now you still can't call me back. And I love her mom, but it's the season of the sticks. And I saw your mom, she forgot that I existed. It's half my fault, but I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas. And I dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I did not lose. Now your tire tracks and one pair of shoes, and I'm split in half, but I don't have to I really try to see it from the opposite side. Black man dead, white cop is alive. 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 No crime committed at the time he arrived. Cell phones corded, but the body can die. You can talk about the pit, barbecue, the band was jumping, the people too. I mess around, they're doing the mess around, they're doing the mess around, everybody's doing the mess around. We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. No dark sarcasm in the classroom.
So I've recently been really into making these tiny doors to live on my walls, and I think they look so cute, especially kind of tucked amongst my paintings. So today I want to show you how I make them because I've been really loving this process. So key ingredient here is graph paper. So you're going to want to start off by drawing out a design for your door. I like to make mine the length of a coffee stir stick, which I'll explain later. So as you're drawing out your design, you're going to want to create within each shape a slightly smaller version of that shape, as you can kind of see here. And then you're going to want to use a very sharp X-Acto knife and a ruler to cut out your design. You're then going to want to get some really thin balsa wood. I just find mine online. And you are going to cut out a piece that is the size of your door design. You will then tape your design on top of this piece of wood, and once everything is taped down, you'll grab your X-Acto knife and start cutting along the lines you drew. And very important thing to note here, cut along the inside shapes first. As you can see here, very important, cut along the insides first. Then once you're done, you should be able to kind of gently pop them out and cut off those edges, and you should be left with something that looks like this. You're then going to want to kind of sand down each piece, and I use a nail file to sort of just sand along the inside edges. I don't know what to call them. Then you're going to want to cut out another piece of balsa wood that is once again the size of your door, and you will super glue each of the pieces you previously cut for the design on top of this second piece, as you can see here. And then, this is why I mentioned the coffee stirrer sticks before. I use them to make sort of a door frame, so I put them around all the edges and then also kind of on top like this. And that's it. So you should be then left with something that looks like this. And from here you have a lot of options. You could make more of a door frame like this guy, you could paint them, you could stain them, you can make a little doorknob with a keyhole, you can make just a plain doorknob, you can make a door handle, you can make a deadbolt, you can make a little peephole. You got a ton of creative options with this. So for this one I decided to make a doorknob with a little keyhole, and I made the back out of wood and then made the doorknob itself out of clay, which I just baked and then glued on. I then painted the whole thing gold, and then promptly decided I did not like that color, so I repainted it with like a black-brown wash, but I forgot to film that, so here it is finished. I then made door hinges using toothpicks that I kind of just carved little notches into and then painted the same color as the doorknob. So then you just glue everything in place and that's it. You're finished with the door. So I'm going to make another video showing how I make the stairs that are going to go along with this door, because what I'm planning on doing is making it wrap around this little corner here, so I'll show you how I do that next time.
If
friends. Today we're gonna be making butter, and I promise you it's not difficult at all. Get some of your salt, put it in the jar. You're gonna put some cream in there. Now try not to fill it too much, even though we do want a good amount of butter. Leave it about half empty-ish, so the cream can really like jostle around and agitate. Shake it, and shake it, and shake it, and shake it. You're gonna start to see clumps of butter in there, and once it, you can drain out the buttermilk. Next, you're gonna take out your little clump of butter, and you're gonna kind of shape it with clean hands, and then dunk it into some cold water. Some people use ice water. I feel like that kind of makes it harden faster than I'd want it to. I'm just gonna make a butter roll today. Put it in parchment paper, and then just roll it on the counter. I'm gonna pinch the ends together. Tuck them under. And there you go. There's your butter.
Brett Crow just recently posted this sheet music, and I'm gonna give it a try on my cello.
I became a vampire to suck blood and to fuck forever.
Good evening.
Go back to your own country.
What the fuck?
Have you any idea how difficult it is to make a porno? I cut loose to Pennsylvania because it sounded like Transylvania.
May I approach the bitch?
What did you say?
I said, may I approach the bench?
Excuse me. Hi. Would you like to sample our new scent?
No, fuck off. Can't be sidetracked with cheap sex potions.